Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so we got this really striking image from Chernobyl, the power plant. But next to it, these fungi apparently flourishing. And the caption suggests the Earth is self-healing.
Right.
We know you like getting to the bottom of things fast, so that's what we're doing today. We'll dig into this image, look beyond that first hopeful impression using the sources you sent.
Yeah, and what's interesting straight off the bat is, well, there's truth to it. I mean, factually.
Yeah.
Certain types of fungi are actually thriving there in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, and they do absorb radiation.
So wait, thriving. How?
Yeah.
How does anything thrive in a place like Chernobyl? That sounds, well, impossible.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
But it's a pretty incredible example of evolutionary adaptation. These specific fungi, they have a lot of melanin.
Melanin, like the stuff that gives skin its color.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And in these fungi, it seems to act sort of like a shield against radiation. There's even some research, quite compelling actually, suggesting they might be able to harness the radiation, maybe convert it into chemical energy.
Convert it. So like food.
Sort of, yeah. It gives them a unique edge in, let's be honest, a really dangerous place. A niche nobody else wants.
Huh. So it's not quite the Earth consciously, sending in mushrooms to clean up the mess.
Precisely. That's where we need to be careful. It's tempting to see it that way, like the Earth has intentions, but that's giving it human qualities, isn't it? Anthropomorphism.
Right.
What we're seeing is a biological response. Life adapting.
Yes.
It's amazing, shows how tenacious life can be. Think about extremophiles, like bacteria in deep sea vents.
Okay, yeah. Life finds a way, but the vent is still incredibly hot and toxic.
Exactly. The fungi are adapting, but it doesn't mean the fundamental problem, the radiation, is gone, or that the whole place is healed.
So that self-healing idea in the picture, maybe it's a bit too simple, a bit misleading.
I think that's fair to say. The term self-healing suggests, a quick fix, a complete recovery.
Yeah.
But ecological recovery, especially after something like Chernobyl,
Yeah.
it's incredibly slow and complex. These fungi are definitely a fascinating data point, but the radiation levels across large parts of the zone still way too high for people, hundreds of times higher than normal background levels. The place is still heavily contaminated.
Gotcha. So fungi are there doing their thing, adapting like crazy. But the bigger picture is that the ecological damage, the contamination, it's still a massive issue. These fungi haven't, soaked it all up.
No, not at all. That's the key distinction. We're talking about the long-term consequences for the whole ecosystem. All right. Yes, some species adapt or even thrive, like these fungi or, certain plant species showing resistance. But many others are still suffering negative effects from that chronic radiation exposure.
Right.
So this specific adaptation, amazing as it is, it's not proof the whole ecosystem just magically bounced back. It hasn't erased the disaster.
Okay. So the main thing to remember here, the takeaway, is that this image, it shows something truly remarkable biological adaptation in action. But we shouldn't jump from that to thinking the entire Chernobyl area has recovered or healed itself. It's much more complicated.
Exactly that. It's adaptation versus recovery. You've got this stark contrast. Incredible resilience in one specific organism living within a landscape that's still profoundly marked by disaster. It really highlights the difference between, say, survival tactics and genuine large-scale ecosystem healing.
That definitely clears things up. Thanks. It makes you think, doesn't it? So maybe for everyone listening, as you look at the world, think about other times you see nature adapting, plants growing through concrete or animals in cities. But then ask, what are the limits? Where does adaptation stop? And what does real recovery, on a bigger scale actually look like? Something to chew on.
That's a great point to end on.
Thanks again for this deep dive. Really fascinating stuff. Keep sending us these complex topics.